That's not a forklift. Well, this is a forklift. Woo! On today's episode of Watch JR Go, we finish with the VW truck. It's been fun. What is going on, guys? I am Watch JR Go, and today we're here with my, I forgot what year this is, the mildew/mold-filled VW Passat Wagon truck convertible.
What are we doing with it, though?
What we're gonna do with it is get my money back out of it today. So, I've pre-sold these wheels. Guy in Colorado or Nebraska, I forgot, a neighboring state wants the wheels, and he said he was down to come get them. And I was like, well, that works for me. And the catalytic converter is gonna go to Wichita Material Recovery. Those guys are awesome. And they said they'd do what they could to help out. And that should get me, I think, that's the first $300. I sold the sun visors already, got 25 bucks out of that. The wiper assembly, I think is sold for $50. And
seems to be in order. I just gave him the old slap.
Oh yeah, everything, this car's good to go.
Yeah.
Getting it here, that was fun. Yeah. So I didn't want to drive down the main roads tonight because it just didn't feel like the night to get arrested or something like that. So what we did was I threw a moving blanket in here to make sure I didn't get wet because it's been raining nonstop. We had to get the jump pack to start it, of course, fill it with coolant again, that's the starter procedure. It's a pretty fun, it's almost like starting like an old, hit and miss engine. You gotta first, dump all the waters out because it's winterized. You gotta fill it with water, fill it with fuel, give it a little crank.
Yeah, it's just an everyday
good old reliable Volkswagen.
That's what you have to do with these when the roof's on them, though.
You're right.
That's what I hear.
That makes sense.
So
anyway, I think our money's covered in this car. I'll probably get 120 scrap value once we throw it on the trailer, and I'm really happy with that. That's pretty much, scrap metal is really, really down right now, so it will be cheap. It may be less than 100. But we're splitting hairs, talking about like $20 to $30 and stuff here. So what we're gonna do today, I think, game plan, pull the cat, pull the turbo.
Sounds good.
We need turb skis for things.
Obviously.
Yep. Headlights are, I think they're the Xeons.
Get them out of here.
We're gonna keep those. Taillights, we're gonna keep those because they're easy. We're talking about only easy targets today. And then we'll toss it back on the forklift, dump it on one of the old iron trailers, and then haul it to the scrapyard when we get a chance here. And I just need it gone because we're being overrun by BMWs at the house, right?
It's a German takeover.
It is the German takeover here. And then that Audi parts are here. I don't know if we really went into getting here. We drove, 20 more miles with this thing pinned all the way at the top of the coolant temp gauge was just pinned all the way up. And the 260, and it made it no problem again. And by the end, I was finally having some fun with this car, and I was like, let's get in the boost. And we only have to go like 1 more mile, so we might as well watch these tires spin. So the trip was fun, bombing down dirt roads, and I've got my seat protector here.
But it was frosty.
Oh gosh, it was so cold I couldn't feel my fingers. I'd say it was painful. It took me a while to get my hands back. Let's get to work. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a secondary horn inside this thing that is the alarm horn, and it's right behind the back seats. Look at this. Here's unlock. Doors all unlock like they're supposed to. Everyone else used the digital beeper, which makes so much more sense, don't you think?
All right, first things first.
Gotta save that, whatever that is.
This one, first aid symbol.
Yeah, that's where the first aid kit isn't. Get our extra water for starting the engine. Can we set the alarm off? We've been trying for some time here. I jumped in the back of it and the alarm didn't go off.
Oh, okay.
It does work! Man, this car was a lot of fun. It was a solid $500 of fun.
Oh, big time.
Oh, check it out, there's $10 right there. It has a bad battery. Straight to O'Reilly's. We'll get our $10 recycling fee out of that bad boy.
And or the ocean.
And throwing your car batteries in the ocean is a safe and legal thrill.
It's what you do when you're done with them. That's what Facebook says. It's not.
That's not recommended advice, but it's a pretty good meme page. Anyway, turbo right there. Mm-hmm. Catalyst right there. Very hot.
Yeah, surprisingly. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's probably been a couple of minutes since we shut it off, and I don't want to touch it yet. No. So I guess we start on headlights. I'd like to keep the coil packs because I have this problem where I hoard coil packs, and it's gotten to be a problem. I'm gonna have to start writing on the coil packs what car they came off.
Yeah,
But if
as you keep acquiring Volkswagen products.
Yeah, and I have spares. That's the cool part. Like, if somebody pulls up and they're like, I need a coil pack, like, here's some used ones that are probably trash.
Dude, and people pull up to your house all the time asking for coil packs.
They do.
Brake lights, look how easy these bad boys are gonna be.
Are they easy? Well, this one's the easiest one to get out. And basically, the same way that you always change taillights on a Volkswagen, you just kind of step on the top of this and then put all your weight on it until the plastic collapses, and you're pretty good to go at that point. So then pop off these 4/8, and that's how you do your taillights. You might consider actually taking the panels out if this is your car. Well, that was pretty easy, actually. Can't complain.
Hey.
Interesting. I mean, all the lights were, I just noticed that's cracked.
Ew.
Well, what did I do all that work for? And it's from a salvage yard too. What's funny is they're both from salvage yards, which means the entire rear end was probably rebuilt at some point. Although this car is also brand new.
Yeah, look at that.
Guess we could take the plastic off. This one's cracked too.
Throw it away.
We got into these headlights and they're salvage yard parts with everything broken off the back. Like the tabs are broken, the wiring inside there was all jacked up, and it's all like, it's not done well, it's just taped up. And I guess we're gonna reinstall that. There we go.
Good as new.
Ready to go again. The more we work on this, the less I want to save things.
This car was, yeah.
It looks like it's been wrecked on every corner, actually.
It's been smackety smacked.
Because every
at least
tail light,
in front and rear.
yeah,
and
both
rear.
both tail lights and at least that headlight are all from the salvage yard. So that's a lot. She's right there. Safety squints. All right, I think I got the air box successfully unhooked. I do need to cut this hose. Yeah. A cutoff wheel is the best way to do this.
Keep going. You're making progress.
Am I?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that stinks. Here, there you go.
Oh, come on.
Look at all this room.
So much room for turbo activities now. And that's exactly what we needed right there. We got to the turbo, pop the oil lines off, and pop these bolts off, pull the cat, we're good. So Heath came over earlier and was like, man, those turbo to the catalyst bolts are gonna be so seized. And I just popped a ratchet on there and a 3/8 drive ratchet and barely touched it and it popped loose. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you, Volkswagen. Whatever you did 200,000 miles ago worked really well. This car is at what, 192,000?
Something like that.
A lot of miles on this old engine. Now, hopefully this turbo goes on to serve us well if it's any good. So Ellie and I went ahead and built a lift out of a fork, an old fork machine here. And we've got jack stands under it too, so it's super safe. Well, thanks to my little brother for having the extension game on lock. And they're all wobbles, so it worked out perfectly. The underside of this car looks way too good. Of course, this ripped apart while we were doing J-turns, but the motor mounts look like they're intact. So they've probably been replaced. I mean, it has 200,000 miles. All this suspension, all the bushings look good. They're not leaking or anything. I'm so confused. I don't know if this thing's built really well or if it was maintained and done with Audi parts, because they're stamped with Audi logos. That one looks aftermarket. And the rest of the underneath of the car looks like a car. Big old exhaust leak in the back. And what a fuel tank. What a huge fuel tank, huh? I guess that's how you hang an exhaust when you're going all out. All right, here's our money. Oh, well, come on, wire harness. I need to get you out of here so I can cut you with the grinder. Hand me that big knife.
The big knife.
Yeah.
That's not a knife.
Thanks for the knife, Joey. Just the one I needed. Look at that, wiring harness removed. Oh, knife out. Oh, look at that. I was concerned. I was like, man, it might have melted inside.
Yeah, hold it up to the light.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's what you call money right there.
Quality piece. Look at that stamp.
Quality.
Quality.
That's a $100 bill. And then we got our turbo ready to come off. And I think our game plan here is just to take the large knife and let it do what it needs to do. And I would like to get the exhaust manifold off. That's the only thing. But I don't have to. To make matters even better, the exhaust manifold bolts are coming right off. Oh yeah, we finally got enough stuff moved. I say this and realize the ratchet's stuck here. I gotta run this bolt back down. But we finally got enough stuff moved to get our turbo off of this guy. And we've got the breaker bar on here because everything was, of course, outrageously tight. But now I think I can wiggle this ratchet off and then get a wrench in there. We got a 17-inch. Yes, we got our 17-inch ratchet. It's clearly this size. I'm gonna have to do all the rest of this by hand, but I'm going to get it and we're gonna drop this turbo.
You see tools of the trade right here.
That's how you disassemble a car. That was a lot of work. That Sawzall, the Sawzall did a lot of work, I gotta say. I think we're good. I had to cut through the bracket that holds the turbo to the engine, and if I'm right, nothing's holding it on but like 1/16 of an inch of metal here, which means I should be able to rock the thing back and forth until it breaks. Come on. Come on, turbo. What is that? What are you? Turbo! Hello. Ooh. This turbo's trash. I guess we're gonna have to use it on a go-kart. Oh, this side doesn't seem as bad. Well, let's look at the shaft play here. There's some chunks in it from what we were just cutting up there, but oh yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you might be able to hear it. That's what you call a 200,000 mile turbo. It probably wasn't worth my time. I got the cat, I got the turbo, I'm gonna keep it. If nothing else, they make good wall decorations. I like to have extra turbos laying around. All that's left is the wheels in the trailer, huh? Oh, get it, man. Kick it. One swift kick.
Oh, bit me.
Oh, man.
Oh, well.
Elliot's going for the new NASCAR pit crew record here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't break the tip. I went way far in there. Yeah, you got it. Nailed it.
All right. Not breaking any records.
Elliot is one of the few people that were privileged enough to ride in this car.
Oh yeah, it was a real treat.
What do you think about it? Yeah. It was a ton of fun, man.
It is. It's a quality automobile.
Quality automobile. All right, let's get it loaded up on a trailer. The light on the change is notch one. I was just worried. And that's it, the Passat's loaded up. Man, it was a really easy load, just one hit with the forklift. It slid right off the forks and it's centered on the trailer and the weight's over the axle. I'm good with this. We're gonna throw some straps over it and then haul this bad boy away forever. That was a lot of fun, I hope you guys enjoyed. And now we have a spare turbo to put on something, even though that turbo's unfortunately junk. It needs at least like a new cartridge shoved in it. But I'd say it's junk. We'll find a use for it. I can't wait to do something with the turbo, hopefully a lawnmower or something. like turbo lawnmower, turbo go-kart, something stupid, right? Because that turbo will die in a nice application. So thank you, Elliot, for helping out.
Big time, dude.
Good times. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit up shop.watchjrgo.com. Check out that merch it dropped yesterday. And now I'm so excited. It's got the Avoid Your Problems R8 shirt.
Oh, it's so sick.
And I'll have one in a minute, and we'll rock that. And you know what? I'm gonna work on the R8, and I'm really excited. I'm not actually avoiding the R8. I just enjoy working on everything else so much more, you know.
Sure.
So I'm avoiding the R8.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. The VW has been re-roofed, and honestly, our cut lines weren't that bad. It all just kind of goes right back on. So it even dropped back in underneath the doors, pillars all lined up, and that's the last time we'll see that, other than it getting flung into the trash, which is pretty fun.
Maybe we could stop by Harbor Freight and get us one of those $99 welders and reattach it.
We could. It just needs a couple tack welds to have its rigidity back, right? Also, guys, no joke, that roof must weigh, I don't know, 200 pounds?
At least.
I mean, it was a killer lift. We had to call Gabe just to have enough hands to get it back onto the car, because it's heavy. So, yeah, if you ever do this, make sure you have a team. Man, I got back in. That scale must have gone up 250 pounds or something, right?
I wasn't going to say anything.
We're rolling heavy today. Well, 11,600. As soon as this light turns green, right there, we can go unload. Oh, we gotta wait, don't we? So these operators always pick the car up by the roof when they grab these, and it's gonna be hilarious when this dude grabs the roof and just lifts off the ground. Man, this crane's strong. Our turn. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, airtime. That's what I'm talking about. He did that for YouTube, clearly. He was like, swing that thing. Ah, the last hit.
Gotta shake all the dirt out of it.
Yep. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Weight out was 83.80, which means we got $80. $20 below my projection. Steel is way down, dude. And that's just, it's a bunch of trash, so whatever.
You should have left it in the driveway for another 6 months. Wait for that rebound.
Wait for it to come back up. I need the parking spots. Better than expected. 105 out of the cat. Well, we're getting close to where I expected.